let me just lift this up. So this is the Meaco Sefte 10-inch table fan, which is fantastic. I tried it out last year and it kept me cool when it got really hot here in the UK. However, it is a tad big, right? Like me, you may struggle to fit this on your desk or your bedside table. Well, fear not, as Meaco have released a new smaller version with their Sefte 8-inch portable fan, or air circulator. I should say. Meaco is trying to make a fan sound more glamorous. Anyway, let's check out this new 8-inch version. Out of the box, it's identical to the 10-inch version, although the specification does differ slightly, as does the price tag. I love the look. It's been engineered, thought has been put into its appearance and function, which can be rare nowadays. It's well constructed, it certainly has a premium feel to it, and it's miles better than your basic fan you pick up in the middle aisle of Lidl's. The base includes some rubber feet, helping to provide some grip against the surface it's sitting on when in use. There are 3 blades to the fan and they can be accessed. You can take the front cover off to clean and dust them when needed. To do this, there is a small screw to the bottom of the fan. Unscrew it, then twist and unlock, and then lock it again when you're done. There is a display to the front of the base which shows various settings such as modes, speeds and so forth, as well as the temperature reading of the area around the fan itself, which is handy to know and needed for one of the modes, which I'll touch on a little bit later. The buttons are touch sensitive and they include an on-off button, a plus and minus button which controls the fan speed between 1 and 12, 12 being the fastest. There is also a left and right button which controls the horizontal oscillation of the fan and purely turns this feature on and off. Total oscillation is 70 degrees. There is no automatic vertical oscillation like there is in the 10-inch version, but you can manually tilt the fan up and down in 6 positions with your hands and it will stay like that just fine. The last button, the 3 dots, cycles through the modes available. Check the display to see which mode you're in, and as you cycle through you'll see the symbol change. The fan symbol means it's in normal mode. Just pick your fan speed and off you go. Next is the night mode, which is the moon symbol, and in this mode the display and battery status light will turn off, the buttons won't beep, and the fan speed will reduce by 1 step every hour until it reaches 1. For example, it's a hot night, set it to speed 6 at 10 PM and then it will go down to speed 5 at 11 PM, speed 4 at 12 and so on. The idea behind this is that during late night and early hours of the day, they are the coolest and less need for the fan to be working, making it more efficient. The last mode, which I touched on earlier, is Eco mode with a thermometer symbol. In this mode, the fan speed will automatically change depending on the ambient temperature of the room the fan is in. Therefore, if it's really warm, greater than 30 degrees Celsius, it will run on speed 12, but as the temperature decreases, as will the speed. So get down to a more enjoyable 24 degrees and the fan speed will drop down to 6. If the temperature is 19 degrees or lower, the fan will run on speed 1 and remain running. It won't turn itself off. So those are the controls and buttons on the fan itself, but you do also get a handy little remote too. And again, like the 10-inch model, the remote is magnetic and sits right in the middle of the fan, so you shouldn't really ever need to worry about losing it. Going back to my point about engineering, it just works and it's a great feature. The remote will do what the buttons do on the fan, but also offer a timer setting, and this allows you to either set a time for the fan to turn on when it's in standby mode or turn the fan off when it's already running. For example, it's 10 PM and the fan is on. You can set the timer to 4 hours and when that time passes, the fan will automatically turn off. All these options are very straightforward once you know how, and they are detailed in instructions for ease. Going back to the title, Sefte 8-inch portable air circulator. Portable, it's in the title, and that is one of the key benefits with this new model. It is battery powered, so you can charge it up and move it around or take it anywhere with you without the need to worry about taking the cable and finding a plug socket to plug into. It's a 2,500 mAh lithium battery and will charge to 100% within 3 hours. Now, the battery performance will depend greatly on how the fan is being used. For example, Meaco are stating if the fan is on speed 1 and static, it could last up to 17 hours. But if you turn oscillation on, it drops down to 5 hours. In the worst possible scenario, speed 12 and full oscillation, it will last for around 2.5 hours. So how long the battery will last will depend on how you use it. Generally for me, I would leave the fan on speed 2 and oscillation during the night, which got me about 5 hours of usage, which wouldn't last the duration of my sleep. And when I woke up, the battery was dead. The battery is replaceable. There is a button on the side of the fan which opens a lid to the base of the fan where the battery is located. The battery pops straight out, no wires or disconnection needed. I cannot find any spare batteries available on the Meaco website just yet, so unsure on how much one would cost, but hopefully it's not too much. Moving on to noise, something that can really get on people's nerves with fans and air conditioning, especially when trying to sleep. I'm happy to say that, like Meaco's other fans, this is a very quiet fan. Noise is very subjective and it's hard to quantify, but Meaco state a noise level starting at 27 dB, which is very good. Let's have a listen to the fan in action at various speeds. Other notable features: airflow is stated at 12.6 meters cubed a minute, air volume at 9.4 meters cubed an hour. Power consumption is tiny, 18 watts maximum, which is something like 6p for a 10-hour period, which is dirt cheap. There is also a cut out at the back of the fan, perfect shape, size and position for picking the fan up and moving it around. In terms of negatives, there isn't really any. At first I had the fan positioned perfectly in line with my face when on my bed, and I left the display on. That meant the battery indicator light would sometimes be in the perfect position, line of sight with me while my eyes are shut, and it would annoy me. I then went on to turn the display off and it was fine, and I should have done that the first time. The retail price on this is $79.99 in the UK, £20 cheaper than the 10-inch version. I guess you need to decide how you're going to use the fan, whether you want the portability and the battery or the extra output and extra oscillation. I think that's a great price. It's a serious piece of kit that will deliver. I'm going to keep using this fan over the summer, so if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below and I'll try and get back to you. I actually think I might put the 10-inch back in the box for now, as this being smaller and more portable really suits my needs.